Philadelphia 76ers signed Danuel House Jr. to a 2-year, $8.5 million deal. So House last season bounced around between the Rockets, Knicks, and the Utah Jazz, but he still gets a pretty decent deal here at $4.5 million a year. Here's Danuel House. So House last season between those teams, 6 points a game, 2.6 rebounds, and assist, 1 3 a game, and 40% from the field. So House, he'll be a role player, obviously, for the Sixer team. Trying to build a good roster here once again to try to get deeper in the playoffs after last season getting bounced in the second round. So he's a guy that could play some defense. He's a guy that can hit some 3 balls, but he's not a guy that you're going to want for fantasy basketball at all. Here's Danuel House. A few seasons ago with the Rockets, he did have fantasy value. But going into this season, he's going to be a good role player, I believe, here for the Sixers. 15, 20 minutes a game. A guy in the corners to shoot threes. And that's pretty much it on terms of the offensive side of things here for House. And he'll give you some defense. But as a depth move, I like it a lot here for this 76er team to build out the bench and possibly try to make a trade for someone else down the line as well. So Danuel House signs with the Philadelphia 76ers. And we'll see if he can have a decent bench role going into next season. But obviously, he's not going to have any fantasy value for the 2022-23 upcoming season.